Yesterday, on the 10th anniversary of 9/11, lots of people took time to remember and salute the first responders and the military personnel who've spent the past decade keeping our nation safe. Sam Barrett is one of those people. You were inspired by your brothers.
Yeah.
But it was a family thing more than that. Yeah, more than the events of September 11th.
Yeah, my twin brother Steve, he joined the Navy right after high school. And then a few years later, my younger brother Adam joined the Marines. And then when he was in Afghanistan, that's when I decided that I needed to step up and do my part. So.
Uh-huh. And you're a Ranger.
I was a Ranger, yeah.
Was any part of that to get chicks?
Part of it was that my twin brother was a Navy SEAL. So.
And he got a lot of chicks.
Yeah, he did. He did okay.
No, it's cool. I mean, it's not. I mean, not to put down anyone who's enlisted in any way, shape, or form, but to be a ranger, you have to be somewhat elite, right?
Yeah, you do. And part of the reason I chose that was because I wanted to push myself as far as I thought I could go.
Right.
And becoming a Ranger was a great step for me.
And your brothers were inspiration too.
Yeah.
So, all right. Say I want to be a Ranger. All right. Obviously, looking at me, you just say forget it. But say I was much younger, like 22 years old, and I wanted to be a Ranger. Mm-hmm. What would you tell me about the process?
I would tell you that you go in with a Ranger contract. You go through basic training. You go through airborne training. And then.
And what is the contract? Is that something I can negotiate? Get a few days off here and there? What is the...
Yeah, you get no time off.
No time off.
No cut deal, Bob.
No.
But it guarantees you the opportunity to.
How long do I have to sign up for? Like, if I don't like it after a couple of weeks, can I?
You can quit at any time.
Oh, that's called washing out, though. That's
yeah.
embarrassing. I don't want to wash out. I want to just get a.
So then you would go to a regular Army unit.
Okay.
But you go through airborne training, then you do RIP, which is the Ranger Indoctrination Program.
Is that the part where you become ripped?
That's part where they kind of rip you apart.
Okay, it's tough.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part of training for you?
The hardest part of training.
If you say missing your mom, I'm going to reach over and just.
No.
I'm not going to go near you because you'll kill me with your thumb. But
like, was there ever a moment? You talk about people washing out. Was there ever a moment when you went, I can't believe this is this
yeah.
hard? What give me like first thing that comes to mind?
Ranger school, when I woke up in a puddle in the fetal position in the Florida phase, and I had gotten bit by a spider in the middle of the night, so my face was completely swollen. And I was thinking, I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, I hate this situation.
This is totally unfun.
So, but I looked around to my right and left, and everyone else was. In the same position as me, just like kind of
fetal
miserable.
and bitten by spiders.
Exactly.
And they released the spiders at you guys.
How is it you work so hard you fell asleep in a puddle?
Well, yeah. I mean, you work for 18, 20 hours a day,
right?
And then you're allowed
you
to
just basically crash at that point.
Oh,
You don't need a mattress.
I've fallen asleep standing up. I've known other people have done it too. So,
come on.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're training you. What about weapons? Did you take naturally? Did your dad take you hunting and stuff? So did you have some start with weapons, or when you first started working with your weapon, was it difficult?
Well, my dad was a hunter, but he was the kind of guy that his shotgun served as a walking stick because he's never shot anything before. So, and I never really hunted, so using weapons was a new experience for me. But I mean, you adjust quickly. Because of the amount of training you do.
Is it true that your weapon eventually feels just like an extension of your body?
Very much so.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's important to you that you take good care of it and you be ready at a moment's notice.
Yeah, it was my baby.
4 tours of duty.
Yeah.
What was the most combat you saw?
The most combat I saw was probably my second deployment. I was in Iraq, and it was good because we were on a constant schedule of missions every day. We were doing ops, and but we were in some kind of hairy places in Iraq, and I mean it was not unusual for nightly to get in a firefight. So.
In a firefight at night, you're being shot at,
mm-hmm.
Are you driving around waiting for one of those roadside bombs to go off and all of that too?
I mean it happens a lot of times. We did. We came in. We infilled on. Blackhawks or something like that, so that made it easier. But I mean, at the same time, you're patrolling. I mean, you're going towards a specific target. And
after you spend several weeks or maybe months getting shot at almost nightly, how do they ask you to go back? I mean, and do you have any say in that? For round number 3 and round number 4.
Yeah, 4 tours. You already signed up, right?
Yeah.
So they call you back.
Yeah, well, I mean, our deployment schedule is pretty constant. I mean, so you knew what you're getting yourself into.
Did you ever not want to go back by the third or fourth time?
No, not really. Well, by the fourth time, I was kind of thinking, I was like, well, I know I'm going to be starting a family soon. I think this is going to be my last one.
Now, this thing that you're putting together, Stand Down, or you're involved
Yes.
in it, it's Thursday, September 15th,
Yes.
Seattle Central Community College. This is for, you seem pretty well adjusted. It seems like you got home, and I mean, maybe there's some dark stuff that's still plaguing you, but you look like you got your act pretty well together. But it's pretty hard for a lot of people, and they don't have services, they don't have money, they don't have medical, they don't have anyone to talk to, and that's what this is about, right?
Yeah. And so what we're trying to do is, we emphasize that we're giving a hand up and not a handout. We have a lot of veterans, especially Vietnam vets, who came back, and their transition wasn't easy.
My dad got spit on at the airport,
Yeah.
called baby killer and stuff when he came home from Nam. It had a horrible effect on him.
It's a crime. I mean, it is.
It is.
There's no other way to say it.
It's a
And
crime to do that to someone who is the very reason you get to sit at Starbucks and sip a latte without someone trying to come after you.
And the majority of these guys didn't even volunteer. They were forced to go over.
Yeah.
And they
Right.
serve their country. They do it honorably. And they
So
come
is this
back.
for guys even like his dad who still has issues, I think?
This is for every single veteran.
Every veteran who's
yeah.
ever been a veteran. Okay. And what are they gonna see when they come?
So they're
You
going.
should give them some advance warning of what
Yeah.
it's going to be like. You don't have like
Some
chopper
intel.
sound
No
effects.
surprises.
Well, so before it starts in the morning, what we're going to do is we're going to PCC Natural Markets has donated baked goods to hand out in the morning.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
Yeah. And so we're going to have a color guard in the morning. The vets are going to come in. We're going to get them registered so we can get some information, try and find out, what is the situation with Seattle's at-risk and homeless veterans, so we can start gathering.
You don't have to be homeless to go.
No,
can be
you don't.
Any vet that even wants to be supportive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
How many homeless veterans do we have?
the numbers they're kind of murky. We're expecting around 500.
Wow.
But, I mean, we have 130,000 veterans in King County, and they say that up to 20% of the homeless vets are,
The homeless population, 20% of veterans. Yeah.
yeah. So the turnout could be huge. What we want to do is we want to give these vets back that sense of, respect and a sense that their community cares about them. I hope that.
Which we do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an occasional jerk out there, but
Yeah.
even that jerk, if they only knew, would apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you got guys that are going to give them haircuts. I mean, food, legal counseling, medical care. I see the Mariner Moose is going to be there. What's the Moose going to do?
I think he's just gonna. I think he's down and out, just like somebody.
Wow.
You're not quite a homeless vet, but after the season you've been through.
I was there Saturday. The Moose looked pretty dejected.
Post-traumatic homestand disorder, yeah.
Hey, I have a hair question.
Yeah.
Is this the longest your hair will ever be? Because most people who have a good, strong military career, they keep their hair short their whole life.
Yeah, I love my hair, and
It's good
as
hair.
long as
Yeah.
if my wife lets me keep it long, I'm gonna.
That's
I'm gonna-
long. I
Yeah.
mean, isn't that you're out of uniform
Oh,
long?
this is the longest it's been in about 6-7 years.
All right.
So
you came back and was like, give me back my hair.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, Sam, it's wonderful what you're doing. We're happy to promote it, and we'll put it at bobrivers.com for anybody who heard about it or wants to forward it to someone. And it is called Stand Down for Homeless Vets, September 15th, 9 a.m. to 3 at Seattle Central Community College. All the best, and thank you very much for your service.
thank you for having me, guys.
You're listening to the Bob Rivers